Money Challenge. Hi everyone, you are live with Dr. Adela Rafiz. It is such a pleasure to be here. We're on day 3 of the challenge already. It always goes really fast, okay? So welcome. I want to start by asking you all for a little check-in, okay? If you've been here since day 1, how are we going? How are we going with money? Are we receiving our daily amounts? Has anyone had anything surprising or miraculous happen? What would you like to share? Remember to keep engaged in this process, but also keep an air of fun and lightness around it, because healing serious stuff like money doesn't actually have to be traumatic. It also doesn't have to be really heavy. One of the things we want to do is take this topic, which can be really stressful, really heavy, and something that we have very little empowerment around traditionally, with the programming around money, finances, financials, taxes, accountants. That stuff is never kind of sold to you in a fun, light, or empowering way. We want to make that an area where you have lightness, where you have confidence, and where you have empowerment. And that's why we do this challenge, okay? So yay, somebody, Sangeeta is saying she got her first payment as a healer. That is phenomenal. That is why I do this work. That makes me so happy. Congratulations. That is so exciting for you. And the first of many payments to come, I'm sure. And once we take a step forward, once you get to a new place, whether it's physically or energetically with something, we don't go back. Once you've been there, that experience and that knowing can't be taken away from you. So now you will always know, you know what? I can get paid for my gifts. I am able to be paid for my healing sessions, for my work. I can actually make this a viable business. And that is how we move forward. Someone else had a client inquiry show up. That's amazing. Let me know on Facebook how you guys are going. What have you noticed, and have you been making money? Have your miracle amounts or miracle events started to show up? Today is day 3, and today we're doing something which is one of my favorite areas or topics. It's creating safety around money. And we're creating safety around money by creating ease and relaxation in our nervous systems around money. Okay, so we're taking this topic that I've just been talking about, how it can be stressful, disempowering, it can be hard on our nervous system. So there are people, and you might resonate with this, where when you open up your banking app, or when you look at your statement, or when you get a bill, or when money is involved, even if you don't need to be uptight about it, even if it doesn't need to be stressful, it is a stress-inducing activity because of all of your past references or your past experiences or your inherited experiences to do with money. We can, as I said on day 1, very much inherit our behaviors and our beliefs to do with money. We can also not realize that we are completely safe with money, and we can actually receive more and be very abundant and positive with money if we come from a family or a background or a backstory where money was the villain, or there was never enough, or there was poverty. We actually have to train ourselves and our systems to come into a different relationship with money, to come into a relationship where it does feel safe, it does feel empowering, and our nervous systems are relaxed, okay? And that's what we're doing today. And I love nervous system work. It's a core part of the work I've been doing for over 15 years. I initially trained as a chiropractor, so we absolutely specialize in your nervous system. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be using your money story, your past with money, to actually we're actually going to close that chapter of your life, even if you have a good relationship with money right now, because I want you to have a great relationship with money. I want you to have an amazing relationship with money. And I want you to today create this new level of safety and intimacy with money, with your nervous system, where it does not create freak out, it does not create fight or flight, it does not create worry, it does not create disempowerment. Even if right now you physically are thinking, well, that's great, but I don't physically have a lot of money right now. Physically, I am stressed about money right now. Right now, I am worried about money. That's okay. That's okay, because we can actually change our body's response. We can change our nervous system conditioning, and we can therefore change our energy and frequency around money. And we do that before we see the physical change. We do that before we see our money filled with our bank account filled with money. And the reason we do that first is, for those of you that understand that the whole concept of creating it first in the energetic field and then being able to receive it in the physical field, that is what we are doing. If you wait for the physical money to show up first in order to create safety in your body or your nervous system, what will happen is, when you don't have the physical money, or you're running low on money, or you get an unexpected bill or situation, your safety goes out the window, because your safety is now reliant on the physical money being there. When we create the safety, the intimacy, and the comfort, being comfortable with money first, when it shows up, that comfort, safety, and intimacy increases. And then, even if the physical money dips again, we know that we do not need to freak out. That sends a very different signal to the universe, a very different signal to the world around us. So then you realize, okay, I can continue to receive, because otherwise, in the other scenario, when you actually freak out and you go to worry and you go to worst case scenario in your head and you can't sleep at night, guess what you're actually doing? You're actually putting your energy and attention on not having and the worry about money, as opposed to being in a state of feeling comfortable and confident and knowing you can create and receive more money, because there is always more money available. And therefore, the road to receiving more money becomes longer and more stressful. So today we recondition your nervous system, and we create the safety with money. This is going to be very helpful. I'm going to use something called EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique tapping. What it does is, first of all, it's quite soothing and calming. Secondly, it reprograms using statements based in the positive, and it creates a link to your body and to your nervous system. So we'll do that together with the body whispering energy that I provide, and we will create safety in our nervous systems to do with money. Okay. In the meantime, if you have questions, if you have a burning, desire to know something or to ask about something, you can type that into the comments, and I'll do my very best. If I can't address it today, I'll add it to the questions that I answer tomorrow. As we're already getting into tomorrow, day 4, and then finally day 5 of the challenge, things ramp up, things heat up. We're going to get through more and more content. And like I said, we have a very special offer for you guys coming up on day 5. It's going to be available for 48 hours only. So don't miss out. Do not miss day 5. And if you're watching this on replay, remember the exercises are just as powerful. And if you still comment, if you still engage, you will still get all of the benefit. So if you're ready, let's get started. What I'd like you to do is think about, first of all, money. Not even having money, not having money, or a large amount of it or a small amount of it. I just want you to think of the concept of money. And I want you to get an idea or an energetic feeling of how you feel about it. How safe does money feel to you right now? And we can use the scale again, like we used yesterday. We used a scale of 0 to 10. So 0 is not at all. 10 is very, very high. So if I were to ask you without thinking, just tell me quickly, on a scale of 0 to 10, how safe do you feel with money? How settled, safe, and comfortable in your nervous system do you feel with money? I've got a 5. That's great. That's nice. What other figures do we have? What figure pops into your mind when I ask you that question? How safe do you feel with money? Okay, we've got someone who needs money to pay rent, so they're not feeling safe. We've got a 7, which is great. We've got a 4. We've got a 5. Cool. This is also something you might not have thought about. If money comes and goes, and your safety with money comes and goes. So think about this. If your level of safety and security in your nervous system, so how comfortable you feel with and about money, changes with the amount of money that you have, which would seem logical. But to give you this example, if you had $10,000 in your bank account and I asked you this question, if you said, yeah, I feel great, I feel 7 out of 10 comfortable and safe with money, that's great. But if you had $5 in your bank account and I asked you that same question and you said, I feel 2 out of 10 safe with money, rather than remaining at 7, that's what I'm talking about. We want that safety to be there regardless of the amount in your bank account. Because if you take this example and you apply it to anything else, apply it to a relationship, think about someone you love. Whether they're with you or they're not with you right now, you still love them the same, right? You don't love them more or less if they're in the same room or not in the same room as you. So, same with safety, how safe you feel in a relationship with someone, how safe you feel with your work or your career or another area of your life. It shouldn't change depending on the external circumstance. That is not safety. That means it's dependent. So we want to create a new threshold for safety so that your nervous system can start to relax. Yeah, that's very well said. Someone is saying, I feel more safe with money if money is there. If it's not there, then I feel insecure. Think about that in a relationship. If you are in a relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and you feel good and secure when they're right there next to you, but if they go away or they're on a business trip and you suddenly feel insecure, what does that tell you about the level of safety and security in your relationship? About let's go back to day 1 and day 2, your feelings of self-worth and confidence about yourself, right? We want that confidence, we want that worth, and we want that safety to always be high. So let's do this. I'm going to ask you to think about money and feel whatever you feel in your body, in your nervous system. And we're going to use the tapping technique. So we're going to be tapping. This is called the karate chop point. Now, all you need to do for this to work is follow along with me and say what I say. You can say it out loud. You can say it in your mind. And if you get the tapping points wrong, don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be 100%. Okay, so I'd like you to say, even though in the past I have felt insecure with money, I'm ready, willing, and able to feel good about money, to feel great about money, and to feel safe with money. I'm tapping here. So now I'm going here, just to my eyebrow, corner of my eyebrow. Even though in the past I haven't felt good about money, I'm now ready, willing, and able, go to the side of your eye, to feel good about money, to feel great about money, go under your eye, and to feel safe with money. I'm ready, willing, and able, go above your upper lip, to allow money to come to me quickly and easily. Chin. I'm ready to feel confident with money. You're going to go to where your collarbone begins here on one side. It's okay for me to feel safe and comfortable with money. You're going to go under your armpit. It's safe for my nervous system to be relaxed when it comes to money. And finally, top of your head, I'm ready, willing, and able to feel safe and relaxed with money. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the speed. I'm just going to go through the motions. You just have to follow along. I'm ready, willing, and able to feel good about money, to feel great about money, to feel safe with money, to know that money is always coming to me, to feel safe and secure regardless of how much money is currently in my bank account. It's okay to be relaxed with the concept of money because money does not define my worth. I am worthy, I am good enough, and I can feel safe with money. Money can actually be a safe and empowering topic for me. I can feel good about money now. I can feel comfortable with money now. I can feel confident with money now. I can be relaxed in my body with money now. My nervous system no longer needs to react when I think about money, when I deal with money, when I receive bills, or when I pay bills. I'm ready, willing, and able to receive money from unexpected sources and unexpected places. And I'm ready, willing, and able to feel confident, calm, and relaxed, regardless of how much money I have or how much money I need. I'm ready to experience money coming to me quickly and easily from unexpected sources. I'm ready, willing, and able to receive my miracle amount. I'm ready, willing, and able to be good with money now. I'm ready, willing, and able to be great with money now. I'm ready, willing, and able to be confident with money now. It's time to be empowered with money. Okay, you can stop tapping, and I just want you to tap into your body and tune in while I do a little bit of energetic clearing for you. And I just want you to focus on your heart center. Focus on your heart chakra area, center, just the physical place in your chest where your heart is. And I just want you to imagine being open through that area. And I want you to be open to receiving energy, to receiving healing, to receiving gifting, to receiving change, to receiving whatever it is that you require, so that you realize that money doesn't have to be some mysterious, alienating thing in your life, that you can actually be confident with money, you can become educated about money, you can be empowered around money, and it's time for you to change your money story. Great. So now you're going to sit in that receiving position that I talked about yesterday, where you sit in a posture of confidence and receiving. Your shoulders are down away from your ears and they're open. Your chest is open. Your arms are down. And I want you to just listen to these words. It doesn't matter what your past has been with money. It doesn't matter what your history has been with money. It doesn't matter what your family, your background, your heritage, whatever it is that you feel like is the baggage you've been carrying until now. It can change. And it can change more quickly and easily than you have probably been programmed to believe, especially when it comes to money and finances. So what I would like you to do between today and tomorrow is stay in this energy of openness and gratitude, of knowing that the past no longer needs to define not just your who you are and your thoughts and your feelings, but your experiences in the world. That it is safe for you to leave behind whatever identity you thought was actually you when it came to money. And this identity gets wired into our nervous systems, right? And the thing with the nervous system work, and a lot of people don't actually understand what it is, but your nervous system, the subconscious conditioning, the way things are wired into your body, the involuntary responses that you have, like your heart beating faster, your stomach starting to churn, starting to sweat when you think about money, or feeling scared or feeling anxious. Those nervous system responses that put you into fight or flight mean that it's very hard for you to feel like you can separate or you can disengage or you can have a different outcome with it. But it is something that we have been wired with, but we can also wire in a different reality. And what we are doing every day over these 5 days is creating a different set of beliefs for our nervous system to accept and then to embody. So over the next 24 hours between now and the next exercise that we do tomorrow at the same time, I want you to start thinking about the new identity you are going to have, that you are actively creating right now when it comes to money. I want you to think about what it's like when you have a nervous system that is cool, calm, and collected when you think about money. I want you to imagine what it's like to have an abundance of money that comes and flows into your life and also out of your life, meaning money is not a one-way flow. We have to feel safe with receiving money and also knowing that when we pay our bills or pay our rent or pay outgoings, that money is in a constant flow. Like all things in the universe that are alive, there is movement. And money has an energetic flow, okay? So I would like you to think about these things not from a place of studying it really hard or concentrating on it or trying to will it into existence, but rather from realizing that when we are creating true change, that change needs to occur at all 3 levels of mind, body, and energy. When we finally change at all 3 levels of mind, body, and energy, the thoughts that we think become different about that topic. Think about something you've changed your mind about and you have a different experience with now. You might have gone from not liking someone or something to liking somebody or something. You might have thought that you were scared of something and then you finally did it and you realize it's fantastic and you love it, right? Your thoughts about that topic or that person or that situation changed. And your experience has now changed with that thing. So I want you to start realizing that we can actively start to prime ourselves to think in a different way and therefore expect to have different outcomes with topics, including with money. Is that making sense? I would like you guys to stay in this open position with receiving. I'd like you to stay in this energy of feeling confident that good is coming for you, money is coming to you, abundance is coming to you, and no matter what your past with money has been like, you're actively changing it. Can you start believing that? Can you start functioning from that space? The final example I'm going to give you, say you were actively going for treatment or going to something. So, for example, say you had started a course of classes or a course of sessions with a swimming instructor to learn swimming, or you had started, lessons to learn how to do something, to play an instrument. When you start, you do not know how to play that instrument. You do not have familiarity with that concept. It seems like a long way away or a long way to go before you can confidently play or perform for others. But every time you go to that lesson, you understand that you are doing what's required to finally eventually get to a place where you can confidently perform or play or do that thing that you currently don't know how to do very well. That is exactly what we are doing right now. So keep that expectation. This is where I say we use the power of the mind for us. I want you to use the power of expectation to your advantage right now. I want you to expect to start seeing a different reality with money, different results with money, having a different level of comfort and receiving with money. These 5 days are a boost in your money reality. They are the beginning of your journey, but the outcome or the results don't end in the 5 days. This is actually just the beginning. And in the 5 days after the challenge, and then in the 5 weeks after the challenge, and then in the 5 months after the challenge, you will continue to see results. And I have many emails, messages, and testimonials over the years that I've run this challenge of people a week after, a month after, sometimes a year after, sending me a message saying, do you know what? I did that challenge, and after this is what happened. So I want you to have that expectation that this is just the beginning and this is absolutely creating change for you. Do not forget to post your results. Do not forget to post your discussion. Do not forget to participate in the comments, in the Facebook group, in the live stream. Everyone that does that is going into the draw to win the prizes that I've talked about. And like I said, on day 5, we have a wonderful announcement for you for the Miracle Money program. That is a brand new program I will be offering you guys. So in the meantime, keep doing the work, stay in this open energy, stay in this open posture, and I will see you guys soon. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care, everyone.